All of the tech you can see on my desk here came from Best Buy Canada. I'm not joking, all of it. Best Buy Canada reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be part of their campaign. It runs from September 20th to the 26th. It's called Yes, Best Buy Sells That. I mean, pretty straightforward. Best Buy wants to let you guys know that they sell more than just potentially the things you may normally associate with Best Buy. I buy a lot from Best Buy Canada specifically because I'm Canadian. I mean, I buy a lot from Best Buy. I buy new products from Best Buy. I buy open box products from Best Buy. They have Geek Squad certified, which means you're basically getting a new product that's been opened, inspected to make sure it's good, put back in the box. That's awesome. I also buy marketplace stuff from Best Buy. I buy a lot. So everything here is from Best Buy, realistically. Then their video idea, they asked me if I wanted to review two products, a monitor, which I'm going to put in replace for this one here. They also wanted me to show off some cool Lego stuff. Not this Lego. They do sell this Lego. This is D&D Lego. But they wanted me to show off some other Lego as well. Let you guys know that they sell all kinds of stuff, including Lego, which is sweet because Lego is dope. So in this video here, I'm going to upgrade things. But let me just show you what I have here. This is a Dell monitor. I got this from Best Buy. I got this from Marketplace. Dell has a marketplace, which you can go on and you can buy from third-party sellers. The nice thing is, as a result, then you get access to kind of like the Best Buy support windows. So, if you have any issues with it, like, I don't know, shipping, whatever it is, I think if your shipping comes late or something, you can go through the chat windows. Best Buy can help you out with that. It's really nice. So they actually have that. I buy a lot from Best Buy Marketplace, to be totally honest. This one here is a Lenovo monitor. I bought that through Marketplace, but it's actually just through Lenovo. Lenovo actually sells on Best Buy as well, which is sweet. My mouse is from Best Buy directly. My Anker stuff is from Best Buy. I bought a bunch of Anker stuff just from like Best Buy itself. This is from Best Buy itself. I got this Lenovo desktop here from Best Buy itself. I got the CPU from Best Buy itself, which I'm going to put in. I also got Lego from Best Buy itself. I mean, really, everything except my desk is from Best Buy. I'm looking for a high refresh 1080p monitor. They actually offered to send me a 1080p high refresh monitor, which is awesome. So I'm going to set that up here, which is going to be perfect, because then I have my primary, this is where I do my video editing, that. But gaming, I don't always game with super high demanding specs. I don't know if you watch my channel, but I'm not always ripping like an RTX 4090 at all. Okay, so here's the monitor here. This one here is really cool. It's an AOC model. If you haven't used AOC, they've been around for a long time. They make a lot of gaming monitors, AOC. I've owned actually several of them. This one here is gaming focused realistically. It's going to be 32 inches, just like this one. So the same size, which is going to be nice. I'll get a nice flush kind of setup. I might shift my Dell slightly over, and then I'll get a nice curve around me because this is going to be my primary focus. And then I can engage game mode, which will basically be me turning my chair to the right, and then I'm in game mode. That'll be sweet. But it's 32 inches. The specs are pretty impressive. 240 hertz refresh rate, so it's going to be good for high refresh gaming, which I do some high refresh gaming. I don't only play Baldur's Gate and things like that on my channel. It's going to also have low latency as well, 0.5 milliseconds. So if you're playing competitive FPS shooters, that's kind of what you're shooting for, high refresh in that. 32 inches again, so it's going to be quite large. You'll see on my channel sometimes I talk about resolutions. If I'm looking at a creator type screen, normally I go with like a 32 inch or 27 inch, but usually for me 32 inches, something like this, that's 4K, because I want a little bit more screen real estate. I'm looking at video edit. If I'm playing games that are extremely visually demanding, brand new games like Black Myth Wukong, pushing 4K in a game like that is very challenging. Getting yourself something like this here, 1080p higher refresh, it's still gonna look absolutely fantastic, because a lot of the times I actually just down res anyways. If you guys check out the community Discord, I do post a lot of deals on my community Discord. It's not related to my channel, it's just related to getting deals. Americans as well. If you're American, you're looking for Best Buy USA, of course you can come as well, because I do have Americans on there and I post American deals. But I'm Canadian, so I post a lot of Canadian deals, and I do happen to post a lot of stuff from Best Buy as well, so you can check that out. So it is relevant for this video, because I'm often posting deals from Best Buy Canada, directly from Best Buy, Open Box, Geek Squad certified, and Marketplace. I do all three, so necessarily. I like the look of that stand though. Very sturdy. Okay, this is going to be an easy setup. Sometimes stuff is just so easy that it's almost boring for the viewer to watch. You do get VESA mount screws in there, by the way. You can see that there. So if I do decide to mount it to this little arm thing here, then I can just basically put on a VESA mount, but that was easy. That there. This is just too easy. It's just too easy. That I'm used to struggles on camera. So it does have this nice little feeder thing here, so I'm actually going to go through there, obviously. Keep your desk a little less wired. That looks pretty good. HDMI, that doesn't along here. So this is nice because there's multi-setup here. We do have 2 HDMIs on this monitor here and 1 display port. Very nice, so I can hook up multiple. So the display port's actually going to go to my primary desktop down below. This stand is going to work fine. I think I'm not going to do the arm. I'm going to save that arm. This is a really nice setup, actually. I really like this actually quite a bit. I haven't even turned it on yet. I like this streamlined kind of thing here. I have another Dell stand that I might use. It's all dusty. Yeah, I kind of like this. It's not a super adjustable thing. Like you don't have like portrait mode, but I don't know if you even want that on a 32-inch monitor. It'd be freaking huge. The thing would have to come up so high. So it makes sense. It is what it is. No problems there. It's a nice robust stand though. Here we are set up. It's just plugged into this little desktop that I'm testing right now for another video. I am going to eventually just basically unplug the HDMI, and the display port's going to run this screen and this screen off my desktop down below. A couple things that I want to talk about with this screen here is that it's not just for gaming. There are a couple other advantages as well, for gaming and for non-gaming. First of all, it's huge. So obviously if you're gaming, that's going to be really nice. You can game on such a big screen. But also if you're doing professional work, having a big screen is really nice because you have more real estate. Right? You're not going to have to do as much window scaling at such a big screen here. You're not going to have as much pixel density as a 4K, so this will look a little bit crisper in the same when you're looking at the same content. But it all depends what you're looking for, right? Realistically, this screen is also more expensive. It all depends what you're looking for. But why would I say this screen appeals towards creators as well? Well, first of all, it has very good color space. It has 123% sRGB, so that's above what I consider a good screen is 100% sRGB. I consider that good, right? You get 100% sRGB. I'm like, that's a good screen. You can pick that up. Once you start to go above that, you start to get into really good color space, large color space. You're not going to have crushed colors. If you're looking at reds, for example, you're not going to have really crushed reds. Really vibrant reds, really vibrant reds. If you're a professional working with things like graphic design, video editing, if you don't have a high color space screen like this here, you're going to be crushing down some of your colors. You'll get kind of like an orangey color. I don't really have an example of anything that's orange. Yeah, you'll get an orangey color. It'll be a little bit orangey, a little bit pink, because you won't be able to show that. The screen physically can't show those reds. You go into that red space, it can't show it very well. This screen here is a high color space screen, so you're going to get really good, shockingly good reds realistically here. And there is an advantage to obviously, coming in here and having 2 screens that aren't necessarily the same resolution, having a 4K screen here and a 1080p screen, but they're the same size. So I'm not going to have any shock when I'm going from screen to screen in terms of size. These both have very good color space, so I'm not going to have any color shock when I go from this screen to this screen. I'm not going to be, losing color space on one or the other. That's very nice. But then the other advantage is I have 2 different resolutions for 2 different purposes, right? 4K for certain things here, 1080p for other things here. But look at how nice these colors are here. I'm just gonna, you guys don't have to come a little bit closer, I guess. You can get a little cozy, with the video. Yeah, it's looking nice here, right? Nice. This is a super high color space screen, right? Really nice high color space screen. So for me, I'm not gonna get any shock. This is also a high color space screen, the Dell here. So I'm not gonna get any color shock when I go from one. Color shock is when I have mismatched monitors. If one of them is high color space and one of them is not, you move a panel over and you're like, whoa, that was a huge loss in quality. So the other thing is though, and you may say to yourself, gamers don't need good color space. Wrong. Good color space is just as important, if not more, for gamers, I'd say, than just generic productivity. Because if you're playing games, you want vibrant colors. This is why people are moving towards things like OLEDs a lot of the time. OLEDs do give you better blacks. But part of the reason is just the auxiliary advantage of often OLEDs will come with really good color space. So you buy an OLED screen, you get the good blacks, but you also get a really good color space. And a lot of the times what people are seeing that's shocking to them is actually the color space, because they're used to, muddy, muted screens with not good color space. This is the opposite. This is a gaming focused screen, 240 hertz refresh rate, 1080p with a curve to it. Very nice specs, high refresh, low latency, but it has good color space. And we're back. Spoiler alert for the rest of this video. I just filmed the remainder of that Lenovo tower kind of review that I did. So that's gone now. Here is the actual screen though. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, you got a good look at that. I'm actually very impressed with the screen, by the way. Now that I've been using it, this here is a very good screen. This is a very good Dell screen. High refresh rate, good colors, etc. I'm actually very impressed with the blacks on the screen here. It has very good blacks, realistically. It's not just due to the fact that this is curved and, the angle of it here. This one here just doesn't have as good blacks, which is interesting. This has a very good blacks on it, interestingly. It's not OLED, but it's very good. all the way up, 240 hertz, very fast. Well, you can, this is 120 hertz. This is, can I notice that? I can, wow. All right, well, I'm always the type to say I can't really notice the difference between 120 and 240, but I guess maybe I can when they're like literally side by side. I actually can notice the difference, yeah. I mean, compared to 60, it's very noticeable. So if you go from 60 to 120, it's like night and day, absolutely night and day. It's not even comparable. But then going from 120 to 240, I actually can tell the difference here. So, all right, maybe I'll stop being such a hater all the time on everything. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now this, you guys can actually see some reflections there, but I can't. The nice thing is because I have a direct view at the screen, I'm seeing something more like that. I don't see any reflections. I don't even see that down there. I can see that in the camera, but I can't see it in person. So it has very good reflections handling. Just like anecdotally, I can say that right now. That's pretty cool. All right, well, let's go through these settings then. So you can get really like into the weeds. You can make that bigger there. Let's make that bigger. I don't know, make it half the screen, sure. Brightness, you can tweak that bit by bit. That's pretty freaking cool. So you can actually calibrate it as you go, like in terms of setting up different modes here. So you can have, you know, that darker on the left there, that brighter on the right. Can you guys see that on the camera? I hope you can, but like I can actually tweak zones here. So if you have like, maybe you have like a face cam or something up in the corner, you can have a face cam up there. You could actually, you know, enhance yourself slightly. I don't know, there's just so many, allowed me to do two different tweaks at the same time. On-screen display, this is just literally the on-screen display we're looking at. Gaming settings here, and this is where we get into the serious stuff. So we can come in here and we can go different modes here. So FPS is going to brighten things up. So if people are hiding around a corner or something like that, it makes it easier to see them. Real-time strategy, probably the same idea. Racing, ooh, that looks really vibrant. Gamer one, ooh, actually probably gamer one. That racing's a little oversaturated, I would say, ever so slightly oversaturated. Gamer one though looks pretty good. So let's load up a game now and we'll actually test this out and just see how nice it is. So we'll just use the, we'll kill that screen off there and we'll just use this one here and get some gaming on it. Okay, so here we are at Black Myth Wukong. So why would you want a screen like this that's going to be 1080p? I wouldn't be able to get these frame rates and this kind of performance on a 4K screen, obviously, even with such a powerful GPU, right? These games are very demanding, right? So, you know, we're able to push this thing to 120 FPS here, right? 125 on average, right? On my on this screen here, I'd be, you know, having to put on a lot of scaling in that, and I'd really have to, you know, stress with, you know, maybe lower some of the settings as well, whereas I'm not going to be able to throw them on, for example, cinematic mode like I am here. So, all right, now we'll do some Halo, and you guys will watch me really suck at a game because I'm not that good at competitive online shooters. This is the type of game where you're really going to want, you know, this very, very high refresh, 240 hertz monitor, because you're going to be able to push really, really high frame rates. And I mean, this is where you actually want it, because if you are at significantly lower frames than someone else who's your competition, they're going to see you before you see them. We'll see if we can push some pretty good performance here. Yeah, 240 hertz and we're at 280. So we're able to, you know, really get the performance up. Maybe not at max. But you can see here, you know, we're pushing, this is max, by the way. The game's max at 1080p. We're not at like low or medium or anything like that. We're really able to push those frames, you know, getting up there way beyond what this monitor could do. That monitor is only able to do 144 hertz. And if you want full color depth, only 120 realistically. This is substantially more. You'll notice that I've gone quiet. This is really smooth though. I'm usually playing this game at 60 FPS because I'm at 4K, and I just can't push higher frames. This is really good. I don't like this gun at all for this mission. This is a way better gun for me. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing for a minute or two. This is fantastic. I haven't played this mode before. This screen is very vibrant. The blacks look great. Like, look at that. That's like almost OLED level. Look how dark that is. Oh, it went away. Yeah, look how dark those blacks are. It's super, super. Like, it's just really sucking me in having those really dark blacks, because I'm used to this IPS screen here, which does not have good contrast at all. And look at those reds. It's really nice, actually. So I'm actually very happy with the screen here. Yeah, and having this higher refresh, of course, is really nice. I mean, I can sit way back as well because it's huge. it's just really, really, really enjoyable. So I'm definitely enjoying this quite a bit. So I'm gonna cut this for a bit, and then I'm gonna go build some Lego with you guys. But I want to play for a little bit because this is quite enjoyable. I mean, I did pretty good, didn't I? 70 kills. I only died one time. I was just tearing it up, absolutely tearing it up. All right, that was really fun on this big screen with this nice curve to it. So that's gonna be great for me in the future. But yeah, let's turn on the lights and build some Lego. Okay, so more fun. I love these kind of videos. That's why I should send me more stuff so that I can do cool things. So yeah, you can pick up these guys. I recommend these. These are super cool. I play D&D on games and in real life. I recommend picking these up. These are the new D&D Lego collectible type things. There's a bunch of them you can pick up, and they're fun, and they're very enjoyable. And Best Buy sells them. And however, they sent me this car kit here. So I'm going to build this, which is nice. This is super cheap too. This thing was like, again, I didn't buy it. They sent it over to me, but I looked this price up on this thing. It was really low. So this is pretty cool. Well, I guess that's that. I've been spending a little time building this Lego. I'm going to continue. It's quite cathartic, obviously. I don't need to record all of it. It's Lego, and it's something that I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to put some links in the video description down below to this product here, this product here. I'm also just going to put some links in general, specifically to this event, the Yes Best Buy Sells That event, which is going on starting on the 20th of September. I mean, all this stuff here, they do sell. I buy all kinds of stuff from Best Buy. I mean, honestly, half my office is probably from there, realistically. So, I mean, yeah, I already kind of knew that they sell all this stuff, right? But I think a lot of people don't. They don't realize that they don't just sell, you know, appliances and TVs and that kind of stuff. They sell all kinds of stuff, Lego, computer parts. I mean, half my desktop computer. And then, of course, they do sell the home stuff as well. They sell kids stuff, all kinds of stuff, right? They also have open box things you can check out. Definitely check out the Geek Squad open box. I use that quite a bit. It's fantastic. Yeah, so check out the links in the video description down below. If you're looking for any of these products here, anything, I'll even put some of the stuff that you maybe didn't see in this video that were just featured briefly. So yeah, check it out. I mean, for me, it's nice, more Lego. I do have to collect, unfortunately, the rest of these here. It's important to me. And yeah, so I'll continue with my Lego, and you guys hopefully will go check out the sale.